Meeting is being recorded. Moved by Pat to accept to approve the minutes.
Second.
Seconded by John. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Okay, we have 81Ps, we have one,
He's not here yet.
not here yet, okay. National Street. Mr. Antonellis,
Good evening. How are you all tonight?
very good.
Good, how are you, Joe?
We're fine. We were asked to come back with some updates to the plan when we were here last time to properly identify the zoning table on the plan, to validate the stormwater report versus the IT traffic manual, and I believe all of those have been incorporated into the plan. The stormwater calculations that were submitted in the original plans and incorporated in this one are all more than adequate for the ITE generation per the manuals. So we did not have to make any revisions to that simply because we were already over the threshold on the stormwater capacity. So I think Michael has had the opportunity to review everything, and I believe that we've
We
met
have
the
a letter, we
criteria.
have a letter from Mike, it's a state map.
Okay,
You want to
and-
read it into the record?
No.
So I think we're all set, and as I've said to you in the past, you know that this is a site that's in flux relative to, there may be further amendments to the site plan based on tenants as we get tenants, and we will do our best to keep you apprised of what's going on and to submit any further modifications as may be necessary. The demolition is going as planned, and there have been extensive examinations of the material being conducted by DEP as required under that. So I think that the entire protocol for the site is being followed very closely, and we're confident that we're going to be able to move on and hopefully get the building up and get some tenants in there to get the taxes flowing again on the property.
The silo's gonna go too,
I believe so, yes.
okay, I've been waiting to,
Yeah. Want to see that come down?
sure,
Yeah,
it's
fun.
something to do.
Yeah, so I think that's it. Unless the board has any other questions, we'll get out of your way, I guess.
Okay. It doesn't require any vote, because
It's an amended.
Amended, there is an
site plan.
amendment.
We have to
Approve the
sign.
amendment.
I thought didn't we amend it last time?
No,
No, we didn't.
there's no questions. I'll make
Continue?
a
Okay.
motion for the amended site plan.
Okay, there's a motion to approve the amended site plan,
Is that what you built?
I'll go ahead, Joe. Yeah.
You built?
seconded by Joe. Any further discussion?
I wish.
Hearing none, all those in favor?
Thank you, thank you.
Opposed?
Sorry, thank you. Thank you for your patience with us also.
Okay, thank you.
Good night.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay,
He was in a better mood tonight.
Huh?
He was in a better mood tonight.
everybody from
Babe.
Amazon here,
Babe, do they have, you have to sign that? Do they have that?
You gotta sign anything?
oh,
Should be just you, or you can,
okay.
okay.
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, that's just for the
That's for at
TV.
home.
Oh, okay, yeah, so it'll pick it up?
Wow. If you speak and then,
Yeah.
there you
All right,
go.
great, thank you very much. Sure. Good evening, and my name is Michael Jaimo. I'm an attorney with Robinson & Cole representing Amazon. My colleague Carla Chaffee was here the last time a month ago. You'll be glad to know she had her baby girl, but it had me fill in tonight. I'm going to introduce Manish Anamurati from Amazon Regional Manager. I'll get in the contact. I'll get her the contact info. Thanks.
Great. Thank you, Michael. So good evening, team, again. Hope everybody's doing well. I was here last time with my counterpart, Daniel. So I'll be taking over from here as my counterpart is taking on other roles. So glad to be here again to kind of touch base on a few things that we were discussing last month. So I really wanted to kind of start off by saying really appreciate the patience with the board for giving us the time and the opportunity to address some of the concerns that were brought up. So I want to share that we have been very active with our drivers, educating our drivers, showing them the right paths to go out of the building, and continuing our plan to put the flaggers in spots so that we're sticking to the right behaviors on the industrial road and on the commercial street. So we've not seen any call-outs or any issues with our drivers stopping on the road or like pulling over to repurpose or repackage their vans. They've all been pretty good with loading them under the roof inside the building. So we've not seen any of them pulling over to the site. So that has been resolved from what I'm seeing, and I'm pretty confident that the drivers understand the intensity of the situation. So we're looking to continue the flaggers to make sure that the behavior is going to stay, and we can continue forward with some of the things that we've put in place. So with that said, I do want to open up for the board for follow-up questions and concerns and call-outs.
Sir, do you have a card?
I do not have a card, so I can give you the contact detail. Manish is my name.
She doesn't know how to, for the record, we don't know how to spell it correctly, so
Okay.
we're just trying to,
You know, I'll write them both down, and I'll
Yeah,
give
yeah.
it to you. Thank you.
No,
Try not-
totally. It's okay. I usually don't carry cards, but
no, that's fine, we cannot, I'm being honest, we don't know how to spell your name, so.
Any questions from the,
I'm abstaining, so, I'm just helping Karen.
okay,
No, I mean, I obviously, I think there's at least been some attempt. I don't know, you know, I haven't had a chance to go up there during hours to make a comment as to whether it's better or not. If, I don't know if you have,
I've
but,
been up there a number of times. I did see him pulled over, a couple of trucks pulled over on the side of 109. That was
got it.
just one incident, that was all.
I've seen them on the exit road going towards 109. A couple of
seen
them
them pull
parked
over?
on the side of the road.
Apologies. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah,
Liz.
they were parked there. I was by there a couple of days ago.
Got it.
And there were two of them parked on the side, and a couple of guys were out. I don't know what they were doing, whether they're having trouble with their cars or what, but they were there.
Got it.
And they
Apologies.
were
Yeah.
way over in the side, so I
They should
wasn't
not be-
sure
they
what
should
the
not be doing
problem
that.
was.
Because everything that they need to be successful to go onto the road is taken care of under the building.
Okay.
Because we're ensuring that whenever they're exiting the building, we're making sure that their device is loaded to go right onto their first destination. So I will address that right away. Thank you.
Yeah, when I was up there, I did see him pulled over in the parking area alongside the building, and that was no thing. There was just, again, Larry had mentioned that somebody was complaining about him speeding. That's something that it's hard to judge, because somebody who's not trained to do that will think everyone's speeding, so.
And I think that is good feedback.
But just tell them to watch the,
For sure, we will. And that's our,
it was on Bridge Street, so just tell them, mention it to watch it just in case they were, but
got it. Understood.
I see that happen a number of times, and people weren't.
Definitely understood.
And these were drivers in the prime vans, not the white ones. These were drivers in the prime vans that were.
Got it. Yeah, so usually, yeah, it's, the way the prime vans work is that all of the service providers are slated to get the prime vans eventually.
Oh, yeah.
As we were starting to ramp up with the prime vans, the intermediate solution was the white vans. So,
So just being in a prime van doesn't make them a better driver automatically.
the good thing is that we're able to kind of pay close attention to some of the behaviors, and we're able to address them, which we're actively doing, where we flow the information to the service provider owners, and they're ensuring that they take the appropriate action.
I just want to make a positive note over by the old Stop and Shop where you people park, that there was a flagger out there watching, and I thought that was a very good thing to do there. I'm by there often at the Gold's Gym, so I've been watching out to see those flaggers, and they seem to be doing a fairly decent job of making sure everybody's kept in line. I'm not sure whether they're still there or not, or was that a temporary thing?
It was not a temporary thing, so it's an ongoing thing. So from time to time, our managers drop in there. I've been there myself to ensure that we're trying to kind of stay the course, and we will continue to kind of make it better and more structured in terms of how we approach
Right,
this.
it looks that way, yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
no, I mean, I think the biggest thing is that if there's an issue going forward, I think now too, we've at least
We've
gotten
got
some
contact.
response, which is more than what we had before. So I'm comfortable that, we're making progress with this, and that at least we have a mechanism although it shouldn't really be this board, but at least we have a mechanism to go back if there are issues.
Yeah, please feel free to escalate or call me anytime. Happy, yeah.
Does Larry have your contact
Yeah,
info?
yeah, yeah. I will drop in another email to Mr. Larry. So,
Okay, all right.
Okay? Hope,
We-
hope
we
not
can-
to see you, have to see you again. but,
Thank you. We'll continue to. make it
We
better.
thank you,
Yeah.
for what you're doing to trying to address the problems. So,
If I could just say something.
Certainly.
As an audience member,
certainly,
I will also applaud their efforts that they did put in speed bumps,
yes.
which has dramatically slowed,
Which is,
which was a very nice touch. My only criticism, again, as an observer, is you've trained perhaps your vans well, but your delivery drivers and passenger cars, you may want to give them some degree of handout because they clearly are not adhering to any of what you've attempted to do relative to your drivers, van drivers, I should say. There are no flaggers out there for the passenger cars.
yep.
They don't adhere to the stop sign, and they are the ones on the side of the road on industrial, or excuse me, on commercial,
Got it.
not doing what the vans are doing. So I think that you're missing a part of your business that you're relying on by not educating the private drivers. That would be my only criticism.
Understood.
That's a good point.
Take that
Yeah,
feedback.
that's a good point, Attorney.
Again, I happen to be there a little more often
Yeah,
than you.
you do have a little bit more opportunity.
Got it. Appreciate the feedback. Thank you.
Okay,
I take it the board doesn't feel necessary to schedule another follow-up meeting in 2 or 3 months?
no, we have we have, like you said, we have the contacts and the mechanism to get in touch with them if there's a problem. And again, if you continue what you're doing, I don't see a problem.
Great. Thank you very much, Board.
And Amazon sincerely, if there is a problem, wants to know about it, because they'd rather get in front of it than have to come in and explain afterwards.
Right.
I understand.
Yeah,
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay, we got a ZBA variance.
Could you understand?
Anybody here for that?
I don't see Eli.
West Street.
I can read it if
Read it
you
aloud.
like.
Oh, I meant the lawyer.
It's a variance request, 69 West Street. Applicant requests a variance to install a 28 square foot sign to advertise for the non-conforming auto-related use on the subject property. You may remember, they relatively recently got a special permit for the auto body shop there. The maximum size for freestanding signs in the RA zone within which it's located is 6 square feet. Specifically, the proposal is to install a 28 square foot double-faced internally illuminated freestanding sign on the property. The sign is to be installed within a larger stone monument-style structure within the required landscaped area west of the entrance drive. The proposed placement is outside of the clear sight triangle next to the driveway. Recommend a favorable report be forwarded to the ZBA. The attachments, let's see, the very last page is the sign itself. The next to the last page is a blow-up detail of the site plan that shows the sign location. There's, the site triangle is shown shaded, and it's just west of that. The original sign, which I'm recommending is to be removed when this one's installed, is also shown on this site plan.
Do they presently have a sign on the building itself, Larry?
I think there's one
I think
back
there
on
is.
the building,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so too.
I think there is.
Do we know the size of that one?
I don't know.
Does it
off the
comply?
top of my head. I believe it does, yep.
I just don't want to get sign heavy.
Yeah, but the building is the one that's set back anyway.
Yeah. Oh, this is a nice
Actually,
looking sign.
Yeah, no.
I take that back. I think there may be, but I don't think it would be staying because I believe it's a Santos Garage sign that's on the building.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's, will eventually get switched out to the,
Yeah, yeah, I mean, it could be changed to something else, but the one that I recollect is Santos Garage, so.
Yeah,
it
I've been
wouldn't-
looking, when I go by, I've been looking at the sign that's in front, not the back.
I mean, it could be replaced with, obviously, with one of these.
Yeah, I mean, what they're building is nice. It's a
Yeah,
nice-
no, I just, what I didn't want to, what I
No,
don't
I
wanna-
understand
I
what
don't want
you-
to set the precedent, so to speak, of having a
62
non-complying in the
sign.
front over here, non-complying on the building, and then,
Yeah.
why do you have a sign regulation? That's the only reason I
Yeah,
was
no,
asking.
I understand.
as they state.
Provided, I guess what I'm saying is, I don't have a problem with it, provided that the sign that ultimately may be erected on the building is compliant to the sign regulations is all I guess is all I'm stipulating.
Yeah, then it'll have to comply with the,
Well, it won't have to, they go to ZBA and get a variance,
Well,
and that's all I'm saying.
No, they're tight on the signs,
No, I don't know.
loose on lots.
No, they like signs that go 400 feet in the air too, so.
Yeah, they
yeah, they need it higher.
I'm just saying. I'll make a favorable,
Just as a point of clarification though, Pat, as the application states, West Street Auto has executed a lease from Santos
Santos, yep.
Garage, who owns it. Yeah. So it's not a foregone conclusion that the sign on the building would change, but I'm assuming it will.
I guess I'm,
Okay, we favorable,
I'll second that, too.
Subject to removing.
Yeah, subject to removal of the existing sign.
Existing
Existing
sign, yes.
sign, right.
yes.
okay, it's been moved in second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous of 5.
Again, I'm assuming they're gonna remove the Santos. May I have your letter? Yes, sir. May I have your,
Oh, here's the
letter from
81.
ZBA?
Certainly.
You got the 81P, I take it.
Cool.
Last one. Yeah, I'm getting it.
I know it's somewhere.
Well, this is a redo. Right. You can put one up on the board and then.
It's 81P.
Give Babe the paperwork so we can start that, please. And most importantly, the money.
The check.
Well, I can't see from here. Okay. So we need the paperwork and the check.
Priorities. Thank you.
Oh, you're wrong, there's 3. Oh. You guys have a copy down there?
That's all right, I think I
Oh,
know
that's
this
okay.
one.
You can see that one, okay. Well, this is the one that,
Yeah, they came in earlier and they decided that they wanted this extra piece so that they could give it to somebody. So they've asked that this piece be broken
I
out.
don't know what this is.
So I take it they haven't recorded
What is
the
this?
one we did last month.
Down on.
Correct.
Down on Purchase Street,
So
I
this will
believe.
replace the other one.
Right.
this was
So
Paul
it's
Andreoli.
endorsable and submitted.
Yeah, Grayson. So what are we doing?
Right.
Parcel E? No, I know,
We're
but
adding,
we're adding something to
adding the
parcel E
triangle, I believe.
of the swamp? Or you're removing the
Just
swamp?
reconfiguring the lines
Just-
we approved the last time.
This is gonna be an improved, it's not a buildable lot, so.
Where is this?
Up on Purchase Street.
Up a purchase.
Okay. I just,
Sure.
Kind of across the street from John Fernandez's
They
house.
I know,
broke out some
okay,
other
I know,
work,
all right,
and
all
they
right, I
also
got it,
wanted to do this.
yeah. Okay, I remember it now.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
I move that we sign the plan,
Second.
seconded by Joe. Any further discussion?
Something else.
Not that, if not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous of 5.
You just have to sign it,
I
babe?
think one person.
No,
Larry can sign it.
Larry signs
Larry
it.
can sign it.
What's this gonna be, a big long driveway to get to here?
Yeah.
Those on Purchase.
I think I have time to go to the week.
So you gotta come all the way around to come here.
John D'Alessandro.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Huh? Did you see that in the paper?
It's
I think I did. Say.
Anybody, please.
That's what I said, who am I?
That's his MO.
Well, I'm just saying, who am I?
You have to give me all the.
What's the pleasure of the board?
Motion to adjourn.
Adjourn.
I got nothing.
Move to adjourn, seconded by John. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Good night.